I'm here tonight at the Old Colony Sports Association to raise awareness for what I believe is a vulnerable population of people that might be walking out and about in the fall season. You do have a proportion of people like people that might be hunting or fishing or hiking that would be out and about more frequently this time of year. Like the adult stage deer tick, that starts to become active starting really at the end of September, and that will stay active until maybe the end of April, beginning of May, that kind of time frame. And that adult stage, while it is easier to find, it's much bigger, that's about 40 to 50% infected with Lyme disease. The adult stage ticks are found typically higher up off the ground than the nymph stage ticks. So during the summer months, when we're right about the nymphs, which are about the size of a poppy seed, those nymphs are usually found about ankle height and down. So you're looking about like maybe 4 or 5 inches and below. That's really where you find the nymphs. Same thing with the larvae, you find them very, very close to the ground. The adult stage tick, they engage in a behavior called questing, and you can find them on average about 1 foot off the ground, but as high as 2.5 feet off the ground. So you're looking to protect things. Now the area that you're trying to guard has now shifted maybe from ankle height to waist down height, and so that's a really good way to think about it. Instead of just spraying the bug spray around your knees, maybe you want to spray it around your waist or even higher up if you're a short person like me. And so what I've been recommending to people is that they rake the leaves frequently and frequently maintain your yard, so mow it frequently. Don't wait until the spring to rake up those leaves, because by the time the spring comes, now you might have had 4 or 5 months where those leaves are on the ground, and ticks can definitely have, I hate to use the word moved in, but moved in and settled into those leaves. So I recommend 3 things. The big thing is that you use permethrin or permethrin to treat your clothing, and this is something that you would apply on your clothing only. You wait for it to dry, but once it's dry, it works a little bit like tick armor, I like to tell people. It'll, for about the next 6 washings or 1 month, prevent ticks from crawling onto your body. It'll actually kill and repel ticks. The second thing I recommend is that you use one of the 4 EPA registered repellents. And so this is going to be DEET, and I know now DEET's kind of unpopular, so if you don't like DEET, you can use picaridin, oil of lemon eucalyptus, or IR3535. Any of those will work. You want about 20% or higher for the DEET, picaridin, and IR3535, and you want about 30% or higher for the oil of lemon eucalyptus. And the third and final thing I recommend to people these days is to do tick checks. And so what the good news is that the adult stage tick is a little bit easier to find, and so that doing a tick check, you tend to notice them a lot easier.
Only one?